Hello everybody and welcome back to the I Geek Books blog. Today I'm going to bring you a special comparison between The Martian, the movie, versus the book. And this is the book by Andy Weir. Now I've done a review of this book, so if you wanted to go ahead and see that, head up to the YouTube channel for the I Geek Books, or you can go to www.igeekbooks.com for the complete review. Now, without further ado, if you want to keep listening, here it goes. Now, there is the movie is a adaptation of the book, of course, and this is a very compelling, captivating, very intense book with a lot of great characters and different points of view that gives you a whole three-dimensional side of the book, so you can see it in your head as a movie without actually having to stretch that along too much. Now, with it being a great book, there's always some sort of trepidation when you have a great book like this become a movie, because there's some things that need to be cut, some things that need to be edited, and some other things that need to be changed in order to keep it completely interesting for the people that don't actually want to read the book, but they just want to see the movie. So in this case, I think I did a wonderful job. It's one of those movies that I saw and I didn't have to say too much. Well, it's not like that in the book. It wasn't disappointing. It was eye-opening, and it was incredible to actually see something that was in my mind in the screen with live people doing it. So that was a complete plus. I love that they had to change two little things in there, but it wasn't a complete change of script. It was something that it could have been done very organically, and I'm wondering if they actually did involve the writer in the script process, in the writing process, when they made the when they made the script for the actual movie. So I'm wondering if they involved the author, and I'm hoping they did. But it is a wonderful movie. It has a wonderful cast with Matt Damon and Jessica Chastain and Kate Mara and Donald Glover and Sam Spruell, Sean Bean, Sebastian Starr. A lot of people are in this movie that you're going to love and that you're going to like and that you've seen all throughout other movies. And it doesn't actually make you think, well, I don't see it, I've seen them as other people, and I think they're all other people and not the characters that are portrayed in this book. I think that the cast did an amazing job as well. So I'm very happy that I went ahead and looked at it. Now, there are two things that they changed, which is the beginning of where all hell started to break loose. And this is when they had the storm that causes Mark Watney to be separated from his crew and become stranded in Mars, which is sort of the whole plot of the book and the movie. So it was the one thing that didn't make any sense to me, is the fact that they all walked out without having to hold on to each other. And in the book it's like that. They have to hold hands because they can't see. It's a sandstorm in Mars, and they're all in their suits. So that's one thing that they changed, that it wouldn't completely hold on to. And the other thing was the fact that they changed some of the ending into something a little bit more screen pleasing, which turns out very well, because if you wanted to see what that would have been like after he gave the idea to the crew, then you could definitely see it in the movie. But when you see the movie and you read the book, you will have a lot more of that experience with you. I would definitely recommend you to read the book and then see the movie, because there are a lot of things in the book that are not in the movie, of course, and most of the stuff are going to be the funny parts, the things that he's talking to himself about, the things that make the book not so tense, even though it is completely intense throughout the whole thing. It's pretty much a book about somebody fighting a whole planet that it's completely against him. It's completely dead, and he has to find a way to find life, and has to find a way to him survive for a long period of time, for him to have any possibility at surviving this and going back home. So with that said, the movie definitely delivers. It was a different adaptation that got into the book, kept everything from the book, and sort of changed the little bit that they had in the book, still keeping to the ideas of it, but just giving it just a little bit of a tweak that is more pleasing to the eye in the screen. With that said, my favorite part of the movie, hands down, is the fact that they give you a different ending that it doesn't have in the book. They have a very soothed ending, and they don't give you anything past the peak point. I'm trying not to go into spoiler territory in here. The movie does tell you what happens afterwards, which is something that it was in my mind, and I was asking myself that question, trying to figure it out. My mind already input something else, which I also liked, but I have an extra one now that I saw the movie, and that it doesn't actually contrast very much with the book. It's something that would have been organically inputted in there if it were to have been the ending, which is why I think the author must have been heavily involved in the script adaptation, because it's a beautiful adaptation, and it does bring a lot to the book. So I think they complement each other very well, as opposed to other movies that just either fall very, very low and keep up to nothing other than the idea and the names of the characters. This is not one of them, so it's definitely recommendable. I urge you to actually see it and read it, because it's amazing and it would add to your experience. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy. I wanted to see if you guys were interested in hearing as well the review of the book, because I do have it in the other forums, and I'm trying to keep them from repeating each other very much. But if you think that is something that you would definitely tune in to listen to, just go ahead and leave me your comments, and I'll make it happen. I'll see you guys very soon. I hope you all enjoy. Keep reading, and I'll see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.